Good morning. This is what is this? The sixth day, and I finally figured out how to edit videos, although not very well, and how to upload them to YouTube. So hopefully I can be a little bit more timely with these videos. I posted my first day, part 1 and part 2, because that was my first day, and so a little bit more talking. I'm trying to keep these under 5 minutes most of the time, and so I weighed in this morning. I was 240, so lost another pound. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I was hoping for a little bit more, but again, I know it's going to go slow. This diet is a little more moderate than some I've been in, and that's the way I want it, so I just have to expect the results to be a little bit different. I only walked once yesterday, which is really all I plan to do, but sometimes if I have a little bit of time, I'll do a second walk. Yesterday's meals were fine. Last night I had my kind of what I call my normal food. I kind of have this concoction that I make that I think is pretty healthy and tasty and filling. I'll actually take a little bit of video of that today when I make lunch. Okay, so here's a video on what I pretty much eat on my diet. Most of the time, I really don't get tired of it. It's got a good combination of different flavors, and it's a little under 500 calories. So I have, I'm using white onions, but you probably could use any kind of onion, and then different colored bell peppers. There's chicken breast. I use a medium salsa, but you could use a mild or a hot salsa. And then I just use I used to cut fresh pineapple, but frankly, it's a lot easier to use canned chunk pineapple. So first I start with just a little bit of Pam spray, and I always turn up the heat really hot. I like it kind of burnt. My wife always complains about that. So, and the first thing I do is basically 1 cup of everything. So 1 cup of onions, and I let that cook for a while. I put them in first, and then I'll put in the bell peppers and let them cook for a while, and the pineapple, a cup of each. And then the last thing is approximately 145 grams of chicken breast. I chop it up, and a cup of the salsa, all cooked together. You see I'm cooking the peppers and the onions, and then I put in a cup of pineapple chunks and with a little bit of the juice. I like to have a little bit of the juice in there. And then after that cooks for a while, I put in the chicken, and then the last thing is the salsa. And then I take a cup of salsa and kind of pour it in, and stir it up. And then this is the finished product. I kind of eat it like a stew. I usually eat it with a spoon. I admit there's not much presentation, but it's pretty healthy and tart and a little bit spicy. It's a good meal. Just a little under 500 calories, about 487, I believe. Which is just under 500 calories. So I usually have that for lunch and dinner. I'm the kind of person that can kind of eat the same thing all the time. And so the only time I would probably change that is, well, I guess at some point if I get sick of it, but if my wife wants to have something different. But we're both kind of doing this, so we both know that we have to know, within a few calories, how many calories it is that we're eating. So she's kind of counting her calories as well. And then I did have a couple of what I'm calling snacks, which was really just a bowl of soup. Again, it was canned soup, so I knew exactly how many the calories were. I think that, I make this, we're doing a little home repair right now, so I'm making this analogy. It's like, you know, when you take off wallpaper, and there's always that little strip or that little piece that just won't come off, and you have to really work. And I think that's what's going on now. It's my body. You know, I'm kind of humanizing my body, if you will, but it's like it's just trying to hang on, and I just kind of keep hitting it every night with lack of calories, and it's just hanging on, and it's trying. But you know, I'm hoping within the next few days to be in the 230s, because sooner or later something's got to give. Just doing the math, if I'm supposed to be having 2,500 calories and I'm having less than 1,500, then sooner or later the weight's got to go. Okay, that's it for today. Well, maybe it might not be it for today if I'm good at editing and I can splice in me making my meal. So goodbye.